Raphi, I hate to start this and make it awkward already, but I feel like I have to because I thought we were BFFFFFFs, but we haven't officially chatted in like over a year and a half. You haven't been on America's Dance 30.
Who are we here to blame, Brian? who is
Wow! Shots fired already! I can't believe, we've chatted in DM, but I can't believe that the last time that we officially chatted on AD 30 was when you went #1 with Laid Back Luke.
I know, it's been a crazy time since then. Like, so much has happened, but still one of my biggest tracks, still here, still making music, but yeah, it's been insane.
I'm glad that we are chatting now because I personally think this new song could be your next #1. Yes.
If Brian says it is, you are God. So if you think it is #1, it's gonna be. We're putting it out in the world right now. You heard it here first.
Raphi, welcome back to America's Dance 30. It is so great chatting with you again.
Thank you for having me.
So normally, as a programmer for a radio station, either labels or promoters or artists will send me a song for consideration for airplay, but I saw you posting a tease for this new song with MOTi in your stories, and I reached out and I was like, BFFFFFF, can you send this to me? Was that weird that I reached out before it was actually promoted?
Do you know what? It wasn't weird. It was flattering, and it actually made me, it took a step back, and I had to take a moment like, wow, maybe this song's better than I even thought the song was. So, because we write songs every day and I have so much love for the songs I release. But when you have people that, you respect and also people that you haven't spoke to in a while and that are your BFFFs and they're reaching out and you're like, wow, okay, this means something here. So you've seen it. You brought it to the light of day.
Well, I will say you did a great job of promoting it when it was released. Congratulations on this new smash, Nothing in Common with MOTi.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I do love doing the promoting part, almost to the point where it gets annoying for people and they're like, is she going to keep posting another one again today?
I'm the same way with my cat stuff, so don't worry. Well, you're right. Well, before we chat all about this new smash and find out how it was born, let's get to know Raphi a little better with Finky's firsts.
God, okay, am I ready for this?
I hope you are ready for this. Now, when you were growing up, was being a singer-songwriter the first thing you wanted to be?
I've actually always wanted to be a singer since the age of 4.
Is that actually when you started singing?
Actually, it was in Cyprus where my family's from. Up and sung karaoke. My dad went up on stage with me and I sang a song and I came off and I went, Daddy, I want to be a singer. And he was like, you can be anything you want to be. So.
Do you remember what that song was you were singing karaoke?
Oh, no, I wish I did. It was a duet. I remember that.
I got to be honest. I have never done karaoke in public. I just think that it would take a lot of alcohol to get me on stage to sing.
We're making it happen. Right. We're BFFFs. We have to go out and this is happening. I'm flying to you right now.
Yeah, when we meet for the first time IRL, we're going to go to a karaoke bar, get smashed, and get up on stage.
100%. Choose your song now.
All right. I'll start planning now. Now, something that I love to find out from singer-songwriters is if you remember the first song that you wrote.
I do. Oh, don't make me say this online.
What was it?
I wrote a rap song called Jimmy Choo.
Stop it! Oh my God, we have to hear a sample of this.
No, you can't. I don't even remember it. It was like, da-da-da-da in my Jimmy Choo, da-da-da-da-da in my Jimmy Choo. I don't know. It was terrible. It was just me going da-da-da-da in my Jimmy Choo. And then I had all these other lyrics. Oh, yeah. I was obsessed with Jimmy Choo, basically.
I can tell. And when did you write that?
Oh, God, that's even more embarrassing. I kind of wrote that when I wrote that when I was 7, 8.
And you are already obsessed with Jimmy Choo's.
Yeah, I have a fetish for shoes.
That is amazing. Now, I was doing a little deep dive on your Instagram, and I saw the cover that you posted a long time ago of Olivia Rodrigo. By the way, your voice was absolutely amazing on that.
Thank you.
Do you remember your first performance actually on stage?
I do and I don't. I'm trying to remember back now because there's obviously been so many performances since then. Well, I guess the karaoke when I was 4 years old was the first performance, really.
Okay, let me preface it with your real first performance as an artist, not as a kid.
As an artist, not just being, so I've done so many performances at like stage schools and things like that. But my first proper on-stage performance as an artist, as Raphi, was I actually started with BBC Introducing, and that was one of the first proper shows that I had a live band for and done as a Raphi artist. So I'd done so many before I went to stage school, so we had loads of shows and we actually performed like around the UK, in Brighton and all these different places and all these amazing venues, but that was with the school. So as a professional artist, solo artist, that was the first one.
And how did it go?
It was amazing, like goosebumps, the outcome, like it was sold out. Just the crowd were amazing. And I don't know, there's nothing like performing with a live band. I was talking about this earlier actually, and just like the feeling of that is just sensational. Yeah, it was amazing. I didn't want to come off stage. It was one of those, and I was like, are people going to say encore? Because I kind of want to go back.
And then you were disappointed when they didn't?
Yeah, no one wants to hear me anymore. They want to go home. Okay, bye.
Now, do you still get nervous when you get out on stage?
So this is a funny one. Don't know how much I can say on air, but I don't feel nervous myself, but my body feels nervous for me. So I always need like a toilet nearby. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God! The most real answer ever.
It's honestly the truth. Like, I don't feel the nerves. My body feels the nerves. And the minute that starts to happen, I'm like, okay, I'm really nervous for this.
Listen, this is what BFFs talk about. So it's totally cool that you're talking about it.
Don't judge me.
I'll cut it out. No, I'm not. Now, I know you're not just a dance vocalist, but that's how we got introduced, was with your number one smash with Laid Back Luke. Do you remember the first dance song you fell in love with?
Do you know what? It would have to, it's not a solid dance song, but it has to be a Whitney Houston. And I love playing her out now and, you know, want to dance with somebody and just those powerhouse songs. The first dance song I actually tried to sing, not very well when I was younger, was Shaka Khan, Ain't Nobody.
Oh, man. You really do take on the big vocals.
Yeah, you get to that high note, and I was like, no, not yet. I had to work myself up to that.
That is amazing. I mean, but that is kind of what your voice fits because you've got such a powerful voice.
Thank you. I try. I did have to train that. I've always loved powerhouse vocals. It was something my dad would always listen. We'll sit and do like, he'll be like, I need to show you this song, and we'll sit for the whole evening listening to. And then I always wished I had a voice like that because I didn't naturally have a voice. And as I got older, it kind of just developed into that. And I think I kind of taught myself the techniques because I was trying to mimic those singers. So that's where it kind of then got stronger in that direction. So
I remember talking to Becky Hill about this because she's got such a powerful voice too. Do you have to do special preparation for your vocal cords? Just
the warm-ups. I'll say you definitely need to warm up before. It comes out if you don't warm up, but I was doing a lot of scale kind of warm-ups because that really helped, you know, with the runs, learning, and it would just be repeats for hours, doing the same thing for hours until you get it. So yeah, just practice a lot of, and before I was to sing it, I would have to really take like at least 10 minutes to warm up.
Gotcha.
Before singing anything.
Well, finally in Finky's First, you've actually started DJing now too, which is incredible. Who actually taught you, or did you teach yourself?
I taught myself. I am very lucky. I do have a partner that is, you know, a DJ as well. So luckily I have the equipment to practice on. But that is all self-taught thus far. And now I'm starting some lessons here and there from like friend DJs and things like that.
That's awesome. Well, do you remember your first gig DJing and how did it go?
I do, because I was thrown in the deep end. I got the call the night before, and since that point, I've only DJed like 3 songs in my bedroom for like Instagram, doing like a reel or something. And they were like, "Hey, we have a release party going on with Ministry of Sound. Would Raphi like to perform tomorrow? And it's an hour and a half set." Well, my heart, I just thought, sometimes you've got to take the opportunity. And I just went, yes. I cancelled everything the day after. The day of the show, I had 3 breakdowns. My mum shook me like this, "You can do it." And I was like, "I can't." But I done it, and it was amazing. And no one knew any different. People were asking me, "We've never heard of you. Where have you been DJing?" And I was like, that was my first one.
That is so amazing. I'm so glad it went well, because most of the times it's like a nightmare story for your first time.
I know. The thing I've learned from it is I do say to people, sometimes you do just have to throw yourself at it and just dive into the deep end, because you don't know what's going to happen. And the worst that can happen is it does go bad, but then you tell people, you're only human. That's always the good tip you can say. We're only human. Isn't
it so annoying that I think it's like human nature that we question ourselves first thing? Like if I'm offered something that's out of my comfort zone, the first thought in my head is, "Oh, I can't do that." But then I always force myself, and it's always amazing.
Exactly. I think it's the fear. There's like something in our brains that tells us we can't do this, we can't do it. It's like the anxiety. But you can do anything.
We can do anything, especially have a brand new smash with MOTi. Let's talk Nothing in Common. How was this song born?
Oh, do you know what? It's another wild story of wrote this song in Frankfurt. Wasn't in my country, wasn't at home or in my studio. I done a writing trip over there and got put in a room with the amazing Fast Boy and this amazing producer called Simo. We wrote actually 2 songs that day, and we fell in love with both, but it was the other one that we were prioritizing. And then we were like, let's quickly just, bash this one out, put up both of our vocals on it, and it just felt right having 2 vocalists on it. And then, we've been sitting on this song for almost 2 years.
Stop.
No one was crazy. So it's been on my hard drive, just sitting there. And I actually had another song out that people might not know about with MOTi before this one, but I wasn't featured on it. It has my vocal, and I wrote it with 2 other good friends of mine. And MOTi and his team reached out like, "Hey, Raphi, do you have any other songs that we could potentially do one together this time?" So I just sent a bunch over, and he picked this one out. And God, he sent back his version, and we were just like, he smashed this production. We were like, this has to happen.
And how different was it from the demo that you sent him?
So it was quite different in the sense of what we had for the demo was just the raw bones of the song, and he just took it to that next level, and he just added his MOTi touch. So it really brought it to life,
And I'm glad you addressed the vocals, because that was actually going to be a question of mine. I didn't know if that was you the entire time pitched down, but it's actually Fast Boy?
It is Fast. I don't know if I meant to say that or not, but
Too late, you said it, BFF. So why weren't they credited in the title? Is it because they're on every other song right now?
I think with their release schedules and things, it just doesn't work out for this one. And then I was like, it's fine. That's fine. I will just be featured on this one if that's how it needs to be. But they're amazing. I honestly have so much love for them boys. They're just so talented. I don't think this song would be what it was if we didn't do it all together. So we have to I'm thankful for everybody included in this song.
Yeah, it turned out so amazing. Something I love to find out about songs is how many different versions there are from when you start working on it to when you guys finally put it out. How many different V's were there of Nothing in Common?
This actually only had 2.
Wow.
For once in my life. That's what I'm saying. MOTi sent his version. We were like, it's done. He sent it at this level. So, I mean, I've had songs, and a song I'm working on now, we're on its 19th version. So, if he got it in 2, he's done a good job.
Were there different versions when you were writing it with Fast Boy?
No, that was just from the session bounce. That's actually our session vocals as well. We didn't re-record anything. I don't know if that's a bit of demo-itis from us. We were like, we heard it and we just kind of fell in love with how it was. And I tried to, envision if I was to re-sing it now, what would it sound like? And I was trying, and I just couldn't really get the vibe. So yeah, that was it.
That is so amazing. You guys absolutely smashed it. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been a nice, easy release actually, compared to many that you have. This one went very, very smoothly.
Well, I know you're in sessions right now. Thank you so much for taking the time out. What is next for Raphi?
There's a lot happening this year. I have many releases coming up. I have another one coming out, so we don't have a release date yet. But it's with another amazing European DJ. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled. There's a lot happening. Well,
as a programmer, please take your time in releasing that next one.
It's actually for next week.
No! Well, make sure to follow Raphi. It's at Raphi Music on all socials.
It is, yeah.
Raphi, it's always awesome chatting with you. Thank you for your time on America's Dance 30.
Thank you, Brian. It's been lovely.